Okay, so my favourite thing about being a careers consultant is I get to work closely with our students when they're thinking about their future. I think that's a real kind of key element of this role, because I get to see them grow as an individual. I also get to see that kind of level of feedback and kind of, how it helps them and what that role that I can play, whether it's, they come in for a CV check because they've got an application that they're submitting, or if they just don't know what they want to do. I'm thinking about moving them from the step that they come in at onto the next step, for them as an individual. And I think that's the key thing that I like about my work. And I think it's just so rewarding that, when they make the application or when we give them a mock interview, then coming back and telling me, hey, look, I've got to this next stage, or I've got the job.
I think for me, the fact that the world of work and further learning are constantly changing, and keeping up to date with things is quite challenging, and that makes it exciting because things don't remain the same for long. And I think I get a real buzz out of supporting students to get where they want to be, or help them identify what they might want to do. And for me, that's really fulfilling. So it's about opening doors for people, not actually for them, but enabling them to take control of their lives and supporting them to get where they want to be. Those are the real drivers that make the work really, really interesting. And I think from my own experience, there were stereotypes that one was expected to comply to, and I never wanted to, and I managed to buck the trend myself. So I think for me, it's about people being themselves and helping to listen to themselves and learn about themselves so that they can move forward.
I think it's got to be the variety. So when I worked in HR, I remember my boss saying, "Are you really sure about this? Isn't it going to be a bit boring, doing the same thing all the time?" And here I am, quite a few years on, and thinking, actually, it's always different when someone comes through the door. So the variety is really, really good. That's to me and it's fun doing it, and it's curiosity about working with students. It's just really enjoyable. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the best part of the role for me really is working with students, particularly on a one-to-one basis, and talking them through what their ideas are. And particularly, it can be quite anxiety-provoking, thinking about what's going to happen after uni. So kind of talking through with students, kind of helping kind of burst some of the myths that there might be around what's going to happen after uni, and offering that reassurance. Encouraging people to stretch themselves as well. And I think that's why I moved out of working in business to working in university education, community sector. For me, was about working with people with no agenda.
Yes.
And supporting people moving forward with their lives, which is, you can't get that necessarily when you work in business.
And when I had that revelation moment, I remember running a Myers-Briggs workshop, and the student goes, "I'm doing computer science," and I thought I was, like my parents, one of these people that's in detail and programming stuff, and I realised I'm creative and big picture. And she totally changed direction. She ended up in advertising, and all it was that workshop, 50-minute workshop. It was just, the light went on for her. That's so much fun doing those kind of things. And people finding things out for themselves.
And I think a lot of students, feel a bit of pressure from parents as well about careers to follow. And sometimes coming and just having a conversation with somebody that's impartial, a careers consultant, and just running things through with somebody that's not going to try and push you in one direction, or that can really help. So I've worked with a few students who have come here wanting to talk about how do I become something, and then when we've talked about and explored it, it's really that their parents want them to become whatever, and it's kind of then unpicking it, do you what's important for you though? Will you be happy there? Is it worth having a conversation with your parent if they are putting a lot of pressure on you? So there's been a few conversations with students where we've kind of unpicked things, and then I've found out in the longer term they've gone and pursued what their passion is. So that's really good. Yeah.
I think so. Joining the careers team was the first thing I did after leaving university. And obviously, as a student, you can be quite sort of worried and concerned about what life is going to be like when you graduate. However, the sort of like the culture and the environment and how friendly everyone was at work made it just so easy to make that transition. Because you knew that people were going to be there to help you. You could easily talk to people about any concerns that you had, and it just made coming into work every day seem, like a very, very good thing, as opposed to, you're sort of worried about going in and doing something you don't like, and you're not going to like people. It was a lot of fun, and it's made that transition very easy.